Okay, now that that's done, more cuddles with Abby. She's very cuddly this morning. I still feel so lucky to be able to stay in places like this. You know, what's a bit of dog hair in your breakfast? No problem at all. Hello and welcome to the video. Welcome to my van life winter morning routine. So I have just woken up. It's just after 7. It was a bit cold these last few hours before the sun came up, but this is my best part of the day. I'm going to take the window covers off, let the sun come in, and let's see where I am. Here we go. Good morning, Abby. Are you just waking up? Are you just waking up, princess? Yeah. You're very toasty in your blankets. Very toasty under there. Yeah. Good morning. Princess. I love my princess. I love my princess. Yes, I do. Okay. So now that our morning cuddles are over, I'm going to get on with the rest of my routine. So I recently just changed this routine, like 3 weeks ago. I changed it for one main reason and the secondary reason. The one main reason was, as part of my main challenge, I wanted to stop getting on my phone first thing in the morning. I had developed a very bad habit of just laying in bed, reaching over, putting on my glasses, getting on my phone first thing in the morning. And the reason I think I was doing that was because it's dark and cold first thing in the morning in winter. So it's not like it's snow or anything. I'm not in Canada, I am in Australia, but it's still quite cool in the mornings, like maybe 5 or 6 degrees where I am. And it's dark. The sun doesn't come up until about 6:45. So yeah, I was just had a bad habit of laying in bed and scrolling on my phone. And I didn't like that for a few reasons. One reason was that it's not a great way to start the day. And I had a habit of checking my emails and checking comments on YouTube and Patreon, and sometimes emails would be for work, and then I start thinking about everything I had to do for work that day. And if I got a negative comment on Patreon, not on Patreon, never get a negative comment on Patreon. If I got a negative comment on YouTube, then it would sort of play on my mind, and so I didn't like starting the day that way. It wasn't enjoyable, so I decided to switch up my morning routine. So in order to stop myself from getting on my phone first thing in the morning, I decided to change it with another habit, and that is to write first thing in the morning. So I use this as my little desk, and I keep everything right here by my bed when I'm ready. So I have all my reading glasses, switch out my glasses, and I've been writing. And writing was one of the goals that I had set for myself for this year, and I hadn't found a way to fit it into the day. So this has been absolutely perfect. I get to not only do my I get to not be on my phone first thing in the morning, and also I get to work on what I wanted to work on this year, and that is writing short stories. So now I'm going to spend about 30 minutes just writing short stories in my little book here, my little writing journal, and that's how I start my day, and I absolutely love it. All right, let's get some writing done. Okay, now that that's done, more cuddles with Abby. She's very cuddly this morning. You're so cuddly this morning. Now it's time to make the bed and get dressed. So I'm going to try and make the bed. Abby will probably just slip from side to side when I do this. She doesn't tend to get off the bed. Doesn't seem to bother her. All right, let's make the bed. Let's go. Okay, Abby's blankets in the front. That's Abby's blankets. All right, now we're gonna fix Mummy's blankets. Here we go. All right, let's do this the quick way. All right, the bed is made and I am dressed. Abby is still here enjoying the sunshine. It's a beautiful morning. And so next on my routine is to meditate. But first of all, I just want to say how much I love writing first thing in the morning. It just flows so easily, and I just love it. I feel like I've been like really productive and really creative first thing in the morning. Honestly, I absolutely love it. I love it so much. Yeah, so if you do reach for your phone first thing in the morning, see if you can replace that with something else. Maybe something creative, just something to start your day off right and get your mind in a good mindset. I absolutely love it. All right, the next thing is meditating. So this is my January challenge. So this year I've been doing all these monthly challenges and I'm slowly building new habits with them. So meditating was my January challenge. So now I'm going to do about a 15-minute meditation. The one that I do is by Kim Eng. It's a guided meditation, and I really like it because it gets you in tune with your body. It gets your mind connected to your body. It's a meditation where you go through relaxing your body and then through feeling the energy in all the different parts of your body. And yeah, by the end of it, your whole body is just like buzzing, really buzzing like an energy. And I just really like the way it connects my mind to my body. It's a great way to start the day. So I'm going to do that now. Abby's patiently waiting. Are you waiting for Mummy? Time to go outside. Yay! Let's go. Let's go. Gotta get our energy for the day. Abby's going around the camera. This is such a beautiful spot. It's so peaceful, so quiet. except for Abby barking. And now it's time for breakfast, which she's telling me, so I'll have breakfast and she'll have breakfast. So I just love this morning routine. Like, it's just so relaxing, the writing, the meditating. It's such a great way to start the day. All right, let's get her breakfast. Breakfast? Yes? Okay. Okay, time for breakfast. So I've got the water on to boil, and I just want to address, I do get a few comments, people are concerned because I do use my stove in the van, but I do have the door open and I do sit right in front of the door, and as soon as this water has finished boiling, I will open up the back hatch to air it out. So I am very aware of carbon monoxide poisoning, but I have been in the van for 2.5 years and have never had a problem, but I am very safety conscious. So like I said, I'm always sitting right in front of the door where the fresh air is, so I'm not sitting at the back where it does probably build up. So I just wanted to let you know that you do need to be careful when you're using a stove inside the van, and I do take precautions. All right, it's time for breakfast. So this morning we're having yogurt with fruit and seeds. So I recently, I think it was March, I did a mindful eating challenge, and it was really good. I learned in that I didn't have enough variety. Find my knife. I didn't have enough variety in my meals, and I didn't have enough different textures within a meal as well. So since then, I have really changed up my meals, and it's really good. I enjoy my food so much more, and I'm more conscious now, I think, of how things taste and feel in my mouth, and it's been really good. I feel more satisfied with food. All right, so we're going to have yogurt and fruit. So first of all, I need to weigh out. I'm weighing out the yogurt because it's very easy to overdo it. I just realized I have to wait for the water to boil first because the yogurt's in the fridge. All right, we'll be second. All right, tea's done. As I was saying, I weigh out the yogurt because it's easy to overdo it, and also I want to make this last. It's not cheap. I use coconut yogurt. Dairy's not my biggest friend, so yeah, I weigh it out, and the scale's not working. Hang on a second. The scale doesn't work on this soft surface. I stick it on the bigger scale. That's good. Oh, I love it. This is a coconut yogurt, vanilla flavored. I do love it. It's really yummy. It does cost about $5 or $6 just for that small tub. So again, that's why I ration it out, because I hope to get at least 5 meals out of it. All right. Okay, now we're going to add in, my vitamins for later. We're going to add in some seeds. I have sesame seeds. Sorry, I keep clearing my throat. Need to have some tea. Sesame seeds. We have sunflower seeds. Actually, my doctor told me to eat more sunflower seeds because they're high in zinc. I was low in zinc. Oh no, these are pumpkin seeds. I apologize. They're pumpkin seeds. These are sunflower seeds. But the pumpkin seeds have zinc in them. So she did tell me to eat those. And then I have sunflower seeds. And we have chia seeds. So I do eat a bit like a bird. But I did have trouble with my good cholesterol being low. And since I added all these seeds in, it came up. So my doctor said, whatever you're doing, keep doing it because it's good. So that's what I do. We eat like a bird for breakfast. All right, now I'm going to have some fruit. I'm going to add in some grapes. I've got these beautiful big black dark grapes. I'm going to put some grapes in. And also I'm going to add some apple. Like I was saying, I need different textures in my food. And crunchy is one that is very satisfying. So I try and think of ways to get crunch in every meal. And I do really like apple. So I'll put a half an apple in. All right, that's it for the grapes. Just going to cut these up. Put them in. Then I'll add a half an apple. So yeah, I really... Oh. Just wipe that off. You know, what's a bit of dog hair in your breakfast? No problem at all. Anyone else got a dog, and you know dog hair goes with everything. You can't get rid of it. It's just everywhere. Okay? It just becomes a part of life when you have a dog. That's how it works. All right, the apple's just behind you in the fruit bowl. There we go. We've got one apple. We're going to half this. And we can have half maybe for tomorrow. All right. So I'd be interested to hear in the comments if you have a morning routine and what's your favorite part of your morning routine. So like I said before, one of my favorite parts now is writing and meditating. I just really enjoy it. It's just, yeah, since I started doing it, it's amazing. And I do always love breakfast. But yeah, that's definitely become a real new favorite for me. And I was so surprised at how simple a change you can make, and it can have such a big difference. So yeah, it was really good. Now I'm also trying to get rid of my phone habit in the evenings, which I think I may have finally found something to do instead of that. And I will be doing an evening routine video in the next, I don't know, month or so. There'll definitely be an evening routine video because it gets dark now at like 5:30. I'm on the east side of Australia, and I've been living on the west side of Australia for the last 20 odd years. And obviously the sun sets in the west, so it's a lot lighter later there, even in winter. And I find it a bit of a shock being here. And so I've had to develop a routine, and I don't like to be outside the van at night, and it gets cold. As soon as the sun goes down, the temperature just drops. So I have developed a really great evening routine inside the van, which I do, which involves lots of my art and everything. So I'm going to make a video on that, how I keep myself entertained, and I actually really enjoy it. It's nice for a change to be able to get in the van and do all this stuff. So, and cinnamon for the win. Cinnamon's really good for you. And that's breakfast. I'll show you my breakfast. Okay, I'm going to practice my mindful eating while I eat breakfast, and I'll put you on a time lapse, and I'll pick you up when I finish my breakfast. All right, we'll see you soon. All right, I'm sure you've had enough of watching me eat. I just want to comment and say this combination, like the grapes just explode in your mouth and they're so juicy, and the crunchiness of the apples, and then the seeds are kind of chewy, like you need to chew them, and it's all held together with the yogurt and the cinnamon. It's a really like a sensual experience eating breakfast now. I just love it so much. So maybe think about your meals. Are they satisfying in a textural way? That's one of the biggest things I got out of my mindful eating, and just to slow down and really enjoy every taste and sensation that you get. All right, I'm going to finish my breakfast and I'll see you when I'm done. All right, breakfast is finished. I finished off with a protein shake, finished my cup of tea, brushed my teeth, and now I have a dog who's patiently waiting to go for her walk. Patience is running out. All right, time for your walk. So I'm in New South Wales, and you can see where the floods came through here and the effect that it had. You can see all these trees and everything blown over, and they've actually put in a new height marker for the floods, which is a bit of a worry. I'm not sure if maybe they didn't have one on that side of the road because there's one on the other. But yeah, apparently the local said it was all right over this road. But you can see where it's gone through, and all the trees have been pushed up against there, all the rubbish. Can't imagine what it was like with the floods. I've never been in a flood, but you can imagine all the water must have been really rushing, and they said no, the houses were all safe. The houses are seen quite high up, but yeah, it would have been quite a spectacle to watch. Hopefully I never have to live through it. Abby's in the water again. You love the water, don't you? No, we're not going to go that way. That goes to the road. Let's go this way. Let's go this way. Come on. I still feel so lucky to be able to stay in places like this. This is a free camp. It's beautiful. I've been here 4 nights. I might be overstaying my welcome, but I'm just so lucky to have this, to be able to do this. I still think that every day after 2.5 years, I still think how lucky I am that this is my life. I'm really blessed, really lucky. And also kind of want to thank my family in this video. They're going through some issues and they're allowing me to continue my travels. I haven't kind of said, could you please come home? So I really appreciate you all. Thank you so much. And I will be home at the end of the year. I'm really lucky and I'm really loving it. It's really changed my life. So and thank you to all of you for watching. I feel like I've connected with all of you. Recently we had like an extra 2,000 subscribers, and I'll be honest, I found that overwhelming. It's a lot of people, and I felt kind of a pressure to perform or to, I don't know. But I let that go. I took a while, let that go. And I was just going to keep being me. And if you want to watch, that's fantastic. But I'm just going to keep being me and sharing my story. So yeah, thanks again for everyone. The morning routine's not quite over. We have one more thing to do. So normally after walking Abby, I will do my exercise. So I'll either do a workout or something. But I did my strength training yesterday with my kettlebell and my rubber band, my bands. So today's just going to be a stretch. Muscles are feeling a little bit sore. I'm just going to do a nice stretch today. Really want to keep my mobility up. So yeah, we're going to do a stretch now, which Abby usually enjoys because it's on the ground with her. And then our morning routine will be over, which usually takes around 3 hours. Today it's taken a lot longer because filming takes everything twice as long. So yeah, but yeah, almost done our morning routine. So that is the end of my van life winter morning routine. All I do now is get out my little black book and check what I have to do for today, what work is scheduled and things like that. Bills I have to pay, anything like that, hey? Yeah, thanks a lot for joining us on our morning routine, and I hope you got something out of it. And I'd love to hear if you have something you do in the morning, what helps you start the day on the right note. I really love my new morning routine, and I love my doggy. I love you too. All right, we'll see you in the next one.